Titus Slayer in the game doesn't seem like much, does it?
Never lick. Bite straight to the chocolatey center of the Tootsie Pop.
I want you to set up a romantic rendezvous between me, Serena Williams, and Martha Stewart.
That's his first mission!
And it's not going to be my last.
He killed my friend. No, I did.
Now, come on, Faulty. Ass jerky don't make it sell.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Untitled Sci-Fi Show, your one-stop shop for all things sci-fi adjacent.
We are talking sci-fi, though, today. This is really exciting.
I know. And I was just literally saying to you off air, I feel woefully unprepared.
So what have we got? 5 minutes for War of the Worlds and an hour and 25 minutes for everything else, yeah?
Yeah, probably about right. Have you watched episode 2 of...
No, I haven't caught up
didn't.
yet. I'm really delayed on it. I'm really pissed off because I keep on getting something happen, which means I can't just sit down and watch it.
Yeah, because it would have been another episode. There's probably 3 out, and then when this comes out, there'll be 4 out.
I know. I need to really catch up. In fact, when I kick you out tonight, I will probably watch another episode tonight before I go to bed.
So, just so everyone has an idea that this is only the day after we recorded the variety show.
It is, yes.
To break the fourth wall. Week between you hearing it, but a day.
It's because next week when we normally record this, I'm on holiday in good old Charmouth down in Dorset, and we just wouldn't have been able to record. Yeah. We would have had to either record the Sunday before I go or the Saturday and Sunday I'm back, which would give you all of 24 hours to edit.
Yeah, and the thing is, we can say that because you'll actually be back when this comes out.
Yeah, when I come back, this will come out.
So we're allowed to talk about it. Have a nice holiday?
Oh, it was lovely.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Only one child drowned. Anal.
Guess the intro. Oh, no, wait, there wasn't a guess the intro.
There wasn't a guess the intro.
So we have no winners. No one gets a shout out. Stop, no, don't.
No. I was going to do you my own guess the intro.
What?
I was going to do my own guess the intro for you.
What do you mean?
Do, 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 do. You've got to guess the intro, you bastard.
Whatever.
Oh, well, fuck you then. No, go and press stop recording.
No, we're in the next section now. Talk about what you've been up to. Making that guess the intro.
Well, I was making you guess the intro with the A-team there. If you hadn't guessed the quality of the work there. There was Airwolf there. There was going to be Battlestar Galactica, but no. Right, sci-fi stuff. Trailer for Hoppers came out, which I showed you a couple of weeks ago. By the time this comes out. Looks absolutely brilliant. Yes, it's the weird CGI animation that makes it all look like crap CGI Wallace and Gromit. But the premise I really like. And I love the fact that in the trailer it's like, so you made Avatar. It's not Avatar!
Yeah.
It's just like, I like this.
Yeah, it was a really good trailer. I'm excited to watch it.
Well, there's not too much ruined by it. So if we go by kind of trailers, I think one of the reasons I didn't give 28 Years Later as high a score as I did was because the trailer makes it look so much more exciting than it actually is.
Yeah.
The trailer is actually better than the film. Which, in pacing and style, I should say. There's lots of positives for the... Anyway, so yeah, we saw the trailer for Hoppers, very excited by that. I haven't caught up on Star Trek. I bought Golden Tee, the arcade machine.
Yeah.
Which is our gaming discussion.
Let's not gloss over that, yeah.
Oh, yes. Stroking its ball at the moment. So if you don't know what Golden Tee is and you don't listen to the variety show, which we've had the same conversation on, it is a golf arcade game that used to be found in pubs from the late 90s to the mid 2000s. And it's just you slam as hard as you can on a trackball to try and make your golfer get as far on the course as you can and then do some putting. And whether you like golf games or not, it's one of these weirdly addictive games that it doesn't matter, you're going to enjoy it and you're going to have fun. So so we've got the home arcade version of that now in the office. So I'm quite happy that my home office stroke games room stroke man den or whatever you want to call it is pretty much finished now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, sci-fi wise, I don't think there's been much other than watching War of the Worlds, watching the weird ass versions of it that are on YouTube.
You were.
Yeah, there's been a couple of modern ones on there that have been complete remakes done in a modern style, done very, very cheaply for not even the Sci-Fi channel, but like the movie channel. Then did you know there's War of the Worlds 2? Which is meant to follow on from the Tom Cruise version.
Oh, no.
And that's the Sci-Fi Channel special. And, that's all kinds of special. But we'll get onto that when we talk about the sci-fi, when we actually talk about the film. Otherwise, I'm pretty lacking on sci-fi stuff this week.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's just been a work week, actually, to be fair. It's been a heavy load at work with project work. So I'm pretty mentally undone by all of that.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Well, this is going to make up for last week's.
Last week's
episodes.
giant episode, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think we'll probably talk quite a bit about War of the Worlds, though.
Enter authorization code.
What have I been doing? So we've watched some films. 3 films, in fact. All of which I've thoroughly enjoyed.
Whoa!
Now, that's a
rare case.
Yeah, now which one I'd put in top, I haven't quite decided yet. We might make that decision now as we speak.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll workshop it.
But are these all sci-fi films?
I don't think any of them are.
Oh, well, in that case, if we're not actually focusing on sci-fi and gaming, then I did watch some other things very quickly. Me and Jim started watching Underage and Pregnant from back in the 2000s.
Hang on. Your
Awful
section's
show.
over. Your section's over.
I don't care.
Your section's over. No, we can't talk about you. It's about me now.
We're also watching a show called Virgin Island, where basically this
I've heard of this. Yeah,
English people
I've heard of this.
have gone to an island and there's sex therapists who have sex with them, and it's awkward.
Yeah, but they're all virgins, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're all virgins. So all but her are virgins, right? The sex therapist.
There's loads of sex therapists.
Oh, can we watch a clip of this later?
By episode 2,
no one's a virgin anymore.
One of them, poor old Zach, is basically so gagging for it. He's like, no, I'm ready to have sex. Why are you on the island then? But
So
no,
have sex.
there's this period where they're like, we're going to test our animal instincts. And basically the sex therapist sat on the floor and made one of them circle round her while they circled around, pretending to be animals, and then just started rubbing up against each other, making very horrendous, so
then the lads are just like spunking in their pants.
We reckon a fair few of them have spunts in their pants by now. There's one who basically had to go and have a one-on-one session because they were a bit worried about him, which basically meant their sex therapist was, I'm going to touch you now. I'm going to let you hold. I want you to kiss my neck. Oh, I feel so special. Is there any part of me like that you'd like to touch? Can I touch your breasts? Of course. And his hands just like... If he'd been Superman, she would have been through the fucking wall and in the ocean.
Then they fuck?
They haven't fucked yet. But they will fuck these poor people.
They will?
Yeah.
Well, they've said they're going to.
Well, that's the aim of the island, to lose. What I think they're aiming for is the people just to fuck each other, the ones that are all virgins, just to get on with each other and get out. But actually, the sex therapists are all licensed in the way of doing sex therapy, which means they also have sex with their therapy clients.
Is this on the NHS?
I think we know now why it's based on an island.
Yes, fucking. That's what they've been doing with that man's island. Epstein's Island.
Oh, no. That's a lovely looking island, but Jesus.
It's already got staff.
Probably got lube as well.
That's where all P. Diddy's keeping all of his fucking baby oil.
Oh, don't. I've seen the picture of that cupboard. It's like, what on earth?
Hey, so I need to get my head. Are the sex therapists attractive?
No, not to me then. Or anyway, one's quite old.
Okay. And they're all women or some men?
Oh, there's men as well.
Okay. So now therapy is therapy. And, you know, like when you get a proper massage, it shouldn't matter whether you have a man or a woman doing it because you're there because you need a physio.
So you say you're straight. Well, we want you to taste both sides of this. And this is Channel 4.
Taste.
So what we want you to
Interesting adjective to use.
True.
There. Taste.
So we know you want to have sex with a woman, but we thought we'll get our male sex therapist to have a go with you as well.
But to be fair...
Virginity.
But if they're actually just trying to, you know, get through to break some barriers and not actually have sex with at this stage, it would be more important to put the male therapist with the male clients because then they're not actually going to have
I've not
sex.
actually seen the male therapists do anything yet. They've just all been sat there scribbling away and clapping when someone's gone on the floor and gone,
love that.
Huh, or joined in.
I love the idea of all the women are being really emotional and they're involved and the men are back going, oh yes.
Oh, it's just so funny how closed off all these people are as well. So you've got this like 12 people all sat there watching the therapists, and one of the therapists will stand up and say, now we're going to do what I call the wall technique. And one of the male therapists walks over and pins her against the wall, hands above her, kicks her legs apart, and then starts nuzzling her neck. And then it pans back to these 12 virgins, and they've all got pillows over their face, trying not to watch because it's so awkward.
I'd find that awkward, and I don't think I'm introvert.
It's quite awkward when it's a granny.
Oh, right. And was it a young lad and the granny?
Yeah.
What time are you watching this? Were you and Jem watching this just in your living room at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon?
Oh, no, this is just before sexy time.
You're safe because she don't listen to this one.
No, I know. No, we're watching on E4. And yeah, all the kids have gone to bed.
Right, okay. I didn't mean what channel. I just meant what time, what room.
In the evening when no one else is around because
Barry
it is...
White on the radio.
Dido, darling, Dido.
Oh, no, fuck Dido. Got fucking white flags everywhere.
Sorry, back to your section now, which I've completely taken over.
You spoke more in my section than you did in your own.
Well, it's because I was aiming at sci-fi
No,
stuff,
we
and then
always
you're
just-
the one that just
No,
said, "Oh well, no, it's not sci-fi films." Then why are we talking about it on the sci-fi
No,
show?
because we always just talk anything but sci-fi. That's the whole point of this.
Go on then, right? 3 films,
Right.
and you're going to live rate them.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do it together because you might have seen them.
It's like Virgin Island all over.
First one, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Never seen it.
What do you rate out of 10?
1 out of 10 because I've not seen it,
All
and
right.
it sounds dreadful.
No, it does sound dreadful. I'm going to explain it to you. And once I've explained it to you, you'll understand how brilliant it is. Okay.
Gangnam Style.
Nope. So, it's 3D animation, your favourite kind, slightly Wallace and Gromit.
Oh God!
But only weirdly at the beginning. And like 1 or 2 characters. The rest of the time, it's not like that at all. It's very odd. So,
Is this one of the ones that are kind of like the Sony animation for
It is Sony
Spider-Man?
animation. It is
so
Sony
like
animation.
the Spider-Man.
But I
verse
would like to
stuff.
say the animation style is great. The way they use the 3D stuff to do visual comedy
Okay.
is very reminiscent of anime. Well, basically, it's anime because it's a Korean, and it's hilarious. It's brilliant. So the plot: 3 girls are a Korean pop band, and
Hence the K-pop girl band bit.
and
okay.
they also happen to be
Demon
Hunters.
Gotcha. Right.
Okay,
So
so now-
the literal title.
So that's got the most difficult part of the storyline out of the way for you. Now, what they're trying to do is so the demons are like underground in hell, basically. And there's this thing called the Hunmun, which is like this shield, this blue shimmery shield across the world, which keeps them underground. Generations of women, bands, okay, whatever kind of music over the years, they do their music and their music keeps them underground.
Gotcha.
Recharges the Hunman. But there's this special one called the Golden Hunman, which no one's ever done. And if you make the Hunman go from blue to gold, it will permanently stay gold for eternity and the demons can never come back again. Now this...
Until next season.
Until next... Well, this is a film rather than a season.
Until the sequel.
Until the sequel, K-pop Demon Hunters 2. Now... I completely made me lose track. This is such a complicated story. Oh yeah, so the Gold Hunman. Anyway, so this girl band are really close. They're doing these songs and they can see it shimmering gold. And the demon's like, oh fuck this, we can't have this anymore. So instead of the demons constantly trying to just kill the demon hunters, instead they make the idea of making a boy band to battle them, and the way they'll be able to save it is because they're going to steal the fans away from the female Korean band. And that's the plot. And the music is brilliant. I was laughing out loud. The action is great. The art style is great. It's a really fun film. You should watch it with Kay. Honestly,
I was just going to say, is it K
it's a
suitable?
PG. T's been watching a bit of it. It's not really his thing at the moment,
Fair enough.
All my nieces have watched it. They're all singing it at grandparents the weekend as soon as they found out I'd watched it. You know, and yeah, really, really, really good. So I do recommend that for everybody. The next one was
Hang on, rating?
Oh, sorry. We've got to do, what is it, 2.4 to 6?
No. This is a different show. It's 1.7 and 9.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. 1.7 to 9. Okay. Well, I'm going to put that high. I'm going to give that a 7 point.
And you're only allowed one word. I'm not making this up on the fly.
7 point popalicious.
I'll let you get away with that this time.
What do you mean? What's wrong with that? Popalicious.
I'm just saying, I'm letting you get away with it.
Okay.
Didn't say there was anything wrong.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Fucking hell.
Fucking accusatory over there, you wanker.
You're the one coming up with these mean things. Right, okay. Next one was the most recent Hunger Games.
Oh, the ballad of the curly whirly snake.
The ballad of Ice and Fire, whatever fucking it's called.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great. Another one. I was not expecting it. Now, this has a link to the other film I watched, because the way that their film is, it's in parts, like 5 parts. So like it goes part 1 does this, part 2 does this, part 3 does it. You know, you get the black screen and it tells you part 2 and then thing. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Completely surprised. Didn't think I'd enjoy it, or wasn't really fussed by it. But
the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Thank you, Songbirds and Snakes. Yeah. Peter Dinklage in it was good too.
Yes.
He sometimes is a bit like, but actually, yeah, he was great in it.
And as much as I don't like Lucy Zegler or whatever, Rachel Zegler, sorry.
Yeah.
She played a really good role in it.
She was great in it.
The main role character for Lucy. She was brilliant in it.
Singing voice was brilliant. I know that you and I have got issues with her and other things. And I think the Snow White, she's in Snow White, isn't she? That's meant to be fucking dreadful. But in this, yeah, great. Really enjoy it. I don't really know what to say. It's more Hunger Games stuff, but it was really interesting trying to figure out how the snow guy was going to turn into the snow that you know from the other 3. So that was really interesting, kind of trying to figure out when does he become a wanker? You know, because he's not always away. He's actually quite nice.
Well, this is it. It's the idea is it shows how he's been broken down. And I've got to say, I think the as much as Peter Dinklage's character's good in it, in fact, all the characters are good in it. It's Viola Davis's character in it. She plays the creepy doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Ghoul, Dr. Volumnia Ghoul.
Yeah, well, she plays...
She's in Peacemaker, Suicide Squad. She always plays some head honcho.
Amanda Waller.
Amanda Waller, yeah, that's it. Yeah. She is just a phenomenal actress, and she absolutely makes this.
Yeah.
It's just utterly wonderful.
And I'm going to rate this a 7 as well. Point... cat piss. That's one word.
Okay.
And not because cat piss is a bad thing, but that's what Katniss Everdeen is called in the books. She gets called cat piss never clean, and they kept that out of the fucking films, didn't they?
They did.
And the last one was...
So at the moment, for me, I'm that's the top film. K-pop's at the bottom because I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It's interesting, but I haven't seen it.
And this was Fury Road.
I haven't seen Fury Road. I think the thing that I'm going to, very quickly, before you get into your review of it, the thing that I'm going to say about Fury Road, I've seen a fair few clips of it, and I don't know if they had a change of, not art department, but the graphics team. It felt very much, a lot of the effects felt like they missed the mark in comparison to the previous Mad Max that they'd done. But that's just the clips I've seen.
Is it called Fury Road? The one where it's about
that's the
Furiosa.
Oh no, sorry, Fury Road. Mad Max Fury. Furiosa is the new one.
No, that's the one I mean. Sorry, that's the one I mean.
It seemed that it didn't look as good quality-wise in how everything's been done. I can't tell you about the story and the acting and everything else like that because obviously I've not seen it. I was a huge fan of Mad Max Fury Road. I thought it was absolutely bloody brilliant.
Absolutely wonderful.
I got a chance to I missed it at the cinema. I never saw it on streaming, and it came back to the cinema, so I got a chance to see it on the big screen. It's like, this is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I saw that on IMAX. Yeah. So Furiosa, I was a little bit confused at the beginning because I thought that Chris Hemsworth I thought it was meant to be so far in before Mad Max that his character was the main bad guy. Sorry, everyone, we might have to pause it so I can remember what his name is. You know, the actor's sadly died now. Who's the bad guy in all the Mad Max ones. He's actually the bad guy in all the Mad Max films. He has the mask, he has the mask thing.
Yeah, I know the one you mean.
People are going to be screaming at their radios for me not remembering his fucking name.
Immortan Joe.
Yeah, that actor has sadly passed away.
Hugh Keith Byrne, yeah.
And I think he passed away before this film come out, so it's interesting how they did such a fucking brilliant job to have him look and sound exactly the same. Anyway, but I thought that's what this was about. I thought it was how her and Immortan Joe became tied together, and that Immortan Joe was being played by Chris Hemsworth. That's what I thought. It's not that at all. It is how she gets to be with Immortan Joe. It's her survival
story, isn't it, basically?
Yeah, but Chris Hemsworth's character is a completely different character. And he's like the reason how she ends up with Immortan Joe. And I don't want to say too much because you haven't seen it, and I really think you should.
Okay, no, that's fair play.
If we're talking about the CGI stuff of it, I didn't think there was any problems with it.
As I say, it was just the clips I've seen, and don't forget, a lot of those clips have been on TikTok, so they've been heavily compressed and whatever. So it's a good chance that it's just the bits and pieces I've seen haven't made it look brilliant. So on the bigger screen, it probably will look better.
So I wasn't really fussed about seeing it, but I've been building a cinema last week. I was building one for a client, and they have a 98-inch screen.
Ooh.
And I walked in on my employer testing it, quote unquote, and he was watching
Furiosa, sorry.
And I was like, oh, this actually looks really cool. And I sat there, I watched it for about 5 minutes. I was like, actually, I think I might watch this. And I was like, turn it off now because I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, and sorry, it's Furiosa, a Mad Max story.
Yes. And yeah, so then literally that night, I said to Miranda, like, we're watching films, so let's watch this. And yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It's one of those things where you think, oh, here we go. Sorry, everybody, but they've changed the standard man character now. They put a woman there. Now they've done this. But actually, the actress is great. It's a very strong female character. It's not just they've just decided to put a woman on screen.
Yeah, so it's Anya Taylor-Joy, isn't it, playing the role.
And she does really well in it. It's got the guy who's in the Three Musketeers, the old BBC series.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know, the guy who's got the kind of scar on his lip. He's in it. That was a nice surprise to see him in it. And Chris Hemsworth does a wicked job as the bad guy. He should be a bad guy way more because he does a really good bad guy.
Well, it's him being full-on Aussie, from what I've been told.
Oh, yeah, I think he's doing his actual voice.
Yeah,
and
he's actually
not
being Australian for once.
And he does really well. And it's a fine line of really, is he actually a bad guy? Because he does arsehole things.
Yeah.
But there's almost a slight greater good to when he's being a wanker. Well, it's like he's being he wants to be in charge of everything, but there is also kind of like, he just wants to be in charge of everything.
But I mean, you could argue they're in the desolate waste worlds of Earth as it is after the whole oil and everything's gone wrong and wars and so on. So actually, what evil could you do? And actually, which evil turns out to be, well, that's actually kind of required if you want to have your, let's say, clan survive.
Thing is, he's not evil in that night, because they could easily have done, oh, he's really bad, he's got women slaves and he's raping them. There's none of that.
Mm-hmm.
None of it. Like, he gets Furiosa when she's a little girl kid, and there's no sign of her ever getting. I was
going to say they could have done the whole child rape thing.
No, there is nothing, no sign of it. There is a bit where she's kind of tied up in a cage with this old guy who they call like the speaker or whatever, because he's old and he knows all the past stuff.
Yes.
But that's because she's a little fucking terror and she keeps trying to escape and stuff. So she tied her up to stop her escaping, you know. And then like he appears to treat her quite well, and like, you know, later on he doesn't when she's an adult and she's trying to kill him. But as a kid, it's a bit, you know, his storyline, he's got like a teddy bear, and it's according to his storyline, as he tells it, he had kids and it was their teddy bear.
Right.
I'm not entirely sure that's true. I think that's a plot line he invents for himself in his universe. But yeah, if I'm going to rate it, it's out of 9, isn't it? That's an 8 point Furiosa.
Fair play.
And I think actually, think about it, yeah, that's probably the best of them out of the 3.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have a discussion at some point for you to understand what sci-fi is, because I think we said this at the beginning of the Untitled Sci-Fi show. It's sci-fi fantasy when we're talking about films, isn't it? Because fantasy so often leaks into sci-fi. It's so rare you go onto a streaming platform now and you've just got a dedicated sci-fi. It's almost always sci-fi and fantasy now. So I think, and all 3 of those are, I would count Mad Max as science fiction.
Max Max is science fiction. It's because I'm thinking of spaceships.
I'd also argue The Hunger Games is science fiction.
Yeah, it's just in my head when I'm saying science fiction, I'm thinking
we think
spaceships.
Star Trek, but actually, realistically, if you think about what science fiction is, it's to do with it being fiction and weird shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I suppose I have watched some science fiction stuff. Aside from that, I've not played a single game since we last recorded.
No.
Not a single game. Been too busy doing other stuff.
Oh shit, I played RoboCop.
You have? Oh no, and I played Golden Tee with you.
Yeah, we played Golden Tee. I played RoboCop Rogue Sissy.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Just, it's painful when you start playing, because as you're playing as RoboCop, even with the run that they put in, it's slow, but that's what you expect RoboCop to be.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's an interesting game. We need to sit down and you need to have a play on it, because it's an interesting premise of a game. It's not your typical shooter, but it's also a bit mystery, puzzle solving. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I wouldn't say I'm besotted by it. I think it's clever. I can't see myself completing it though.
No. That's it then.
Shit, we've got to talk about a film.
Accessing library computer data.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. It's time for War of the Worlds, 1953. Because Jive Bunny's from 1953.
Is it?
No, I'm just making that up. I don't know.
I know they do shit music from then, but anyway, yeah, War of the Worlds, 1953, often considered a proper sci-fi classic. I'll be honest, I loved it as a kid. It freaked me out as a kid.
I can see that.
Especially a couple of moments in it, which in fact we get a moment of that kind of relived in the Tom Cruise version of War of the Worlds, which I thought was quite nice. But looking back at it now, especially with an older head on my shoulders, and knowing, especially now knowing the story that H.G. Wells wrote for War of the Worlds, it's pony. It's bad.
I've listened to the audiobook of the H.G. Wells War of the World, and that's way better than this film was.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, so H.G. Wells, bloke that wrote also The Time Machine, classic book, terrible films, especially the modern film.
He
which
did The
was
Invisible Man as well.
I believe so, yeah.
First, is it the first Men on the Moon or Men on the Moon? Because they go in a ball, like a globe.
Yeah, he genuinely is one of the forefathers, if not the father, of science fiction writing. And if you look at the original War of the Worlds, and I'm not talking about the Orson Welles radio version either, I'm talking about the original book, guess what? It's not set in fucking America.
No, but there was a nice bit near the end where they really started sucking off the UK's cock.
Oh, yeah.
Like saying, they put on a marvellous show.
Oh, yes. But yeah, so the original book is all based in, I think it's just, it's up the Thames in, where's the, Richmond. Yes, it's based in kind of Richmond way, if I remember rightly. And it's all set Victorian. late Victorian era.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very different story. And then if you look at the War of the Worlds kind of that we know with little Tommy Cruise, that's closer to the H.G. Wells story, bizarrely, than the 1953 film is.
The BBC's 3-part series they did was pretty good.
Yeah, so there's been a lot. So
There's a few different ones, actually, because there's also one that's like a modern one. It has like robot dogs running around.
Oh, don't. Right. So, yeah. So you've got the 1953 War of the Worlds,
Yeah.
which technically then got carried on in 1988 from the War of the Worlds TV series.
Right.
I don't know if this was British or not. I'm just looking at the names now. It looks American. I'm pretty sure it's American. And if you read the tag for it, humanity must resume its war against the Martians when they revive after decades of hibernation following their defeat in the 1950s.
Yeah.
So that is a direct follow-on. You've then got a 2005 video, which is called War of the Worlds, and it's just titled H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. And this is the one I watched on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And to give you an idea of the quality of this, that, I'm showing Rob a picture now, is what the alien tripods look like. Well, it's got four legs and it looks like a crab.
So that's odd straight away.
So yeah, you've got that weird one. You'd got another TV series in 2019, which I hadn't heard of. I'm intrigued to see what that one's like, but that again looks very much like it's been filmed for. I'm just looking at some film shots of it now, and you can always tell the kind of sci-fi. Oh, seasons. Oh, it's a TV series. So it got to 3 series. Oh, it's an Epix original series.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure they did stuff for Sci-Fi Channel. You always kind of can tell that sort. So you know that's probably going to be pretty rough. But there's been loads of War of the Worlds stuff. Of which I don't think any of it's really been that good. Even I'm not a fan of the Tom Cruise film.
Yeah, that's blasphemy.
Well, you can take it with like you took the White Maltesers.
What, 10 in my mouth?
Hang on a moment. How did we miss this?
What?
Oh, actually, before I bring this one up, though. So, yeah, you've got one of the Baldwin brothers doing War of the Worlds Extinction in 2024.
Oh, rough.
War of the Worlds 2, which, from the look of it now, follows on from that weird War of the Worlds I told you about. The War of the Worlds, the musical drama. No, wait. It's an Audible original.
Okay.
Are you ready for some of the names?
I've got
in
a credit. I could get this.
One of the names is Michael Sheen. I love Michael Sheen.
Michael Sheen's in it. Yeah, Michael Sheen's brilliant.
Okay. How about Taron Egerton is in it?
He's an amazing singer.
How about Ade Edmondson of Bottom?
Oh, my God.
This sounds amazing.
This is on Audible.
This is an Audible thing, apparently, yeah. An Audible original production in which H.G. Wells' classic War of the Worlds is revisited.
Right, hang on. Pause a second. Where's the pause button? Pause.
On the screen, top left.
Right, okay, we're ready this time.
Yeah, I'm moving away from the mic so I can listen to this. So
Okay,
I'll be back.
1 second, everyone. We're going to do a preview.
Sci-fi reference.
Jeff Wayne's The War of the Worlds, the musical drama based upon the classic science fiction story by H.G. Wells, adapted from the musical version by Doreen Wayne and for audio by Richard Curti and Bev Doyle. An Audible original drama, composed, arranged, directed and produced by Jeff Wayne. Chapter 1.
All right, Jeff, we get it.
The Eve of the War.
No one would have believed in the last years of the 19th
Oh,
century
his voice.
that human affairs were being watched by intelligences which inhabited the timeless worlds of space. No one could have dreamed we were being scrutinized, as someone with a microscope studies creatures that swarm and multiply in a drop of water. Few men even considered the possibility of life on other planets. And yet, across the gulf of space,
Do I skip forward to hear some singing?
immeasurably superior to ours, regarded this Earth with envious eyes.
We probably should so we don't get a copyright strike.
Oh, I don't know. They've got all of their credits at the beginning.
True.
Oh,
Slowly
there's the music
and
starting.
surely,
Oh, yes.
they drew their plans against us.
Oh, so this is the classic Jeff Wayne music.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this isn't going to go well on our YouTube, is it?
They need to get those bells on the cathedral.
The first hint I had of
Right, I'm
anything
just going to
unusual-
skip ahead a bit.
Interesting through a spectroscope. That is a flaming gas. Shots at us. Something, or maybe not.
Now, when they say...
That's
On
Aid
the
Edmondson.
oceans,
Yeah,
a planet that's
let's go back.
Warmer planet. Green with forests. Blue with water.
They'd also see cities crowded with people, ships on the oceans. A planet that's already occupied.
I fear they would only see what they regard as inferior animals.
But living creatures nonetheless.
Spirit, look closely.
There's some more music coming.
There. I think. A reddish flash.
Oh,
Was that it?
That makes 4. In as many nights. And if each one is a missile,
Ogilvy.
what people can't see is TJ and I fucking bob into
Warfare
this.
Thunder would be their only hope of escaping from a dying planet.
Trust me. The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000
Into
to 1.
one.
All right, just so everyone knows, I had a credit and I just brought it. So, yeah,
Oh, that bass. That
I'm
sounded like it was
gonna-
just
I'm
suddenly
gonna-
going to drop into the Doom theme.
I'm going to start that tomorrow in the van. Oh, that I'm well happy with that. That was great.
Thank you, IMDb, for that. So, obviously, that's building on the Jeff Wayne album. So, Jeff Wayne did I'm guessing it was the 70s or 80s version of The War of the Worlds. And it's amazing. It's a musical, and it's just phenomenal. Love it. Synths, or you name it, it's brilliant. That sounds like he's taken that and then gone, no, I actually want acting in it now.
Yeah. Whereas I thought it was going to be a musical. Which was what I had in my head.
There's an alien over there.
Tripod!
He's coming
Tripod!
to get me.
It's a Romney tripod! Yeah, that's what I was
sneezed in his
expecting.
face and I killed him.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Okay, so we watched it. What did we think?
I still enjoy it as a classic sci-fi film. It's brilliant. Comparing it to the original H.G. Wells story, I just don't think you can. You've got to just treat it as a UFO story. Let me bring up my notes on it because
I say while you're getting your notes, I'll say as a old alien film, I enjoyed it. As War of the Worlds, I didn't.
Yeah, as an alien film, brilliant. Anything else, no. The special effects, when you consider the age of it.
Yeah, at the age of it, I thought actually you were very good. You know what I did like? I've written I liked the red laser. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah,
I have a soft spot like we had with the octopus thing where they had the lasers in that.
Yeah,
I said to you, I liked that. I've got a soft spot for however
so I'm
those
pretty
old
sure they
films
don't even
do
call
those.
them a laser. I think they call it a heat ray in this, don't they? Because lasers hadn't been invented at this point. So it's literally some sort of like heat ray, or they call it something. But the noise that they chose for it as well, that kind of synthy, high pitch, resonating that was brilliant.
Yeah, I was calling them laser beams from the laser snake. I was calling the thing that comes out of the laser snake, which later on I started calling it the spaceship penis because it was. Yeah.
Or what about the one of my favourite bits in the film? Don't worry, it's like sign language. Even they'll understand this as they walk up with their white flag. And then, who cares? It's innocent people. They just get obliterated.
I think Mars Attacks copied this film when it comes to the destruction of killing
100%
people.
it had to.
It just disintegrated. There's a great one with not the chef, the one of the head army men actually turns into a skeleton. Like and he's like skeletonified.
No, can you imagine though? Bear in mind, and this is why a bit of me loves it just for what it is. This would have been what's considered an early colour film. and it's so vivid in the colours they've chosen.
Well, just the eyes, the
The
red,
eyes of the
green,
little
and
alien
blue eye
dude.
things off that little alien.
Why the little alien dude so small, I don't know.
No neck. I laughed out loud when you see him run in the background of that window shot. As I was like, that's not the alien.
Yeah,
and then
but-
his fucking hand on her shoulder.
But you know what? That is still better than Signs.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, I'm 100% sure that is still better than, we're going to invade this planet. What's the one thing that we're really scared of, by the way? Water. Right. And the planet we're going to is made up of mainly what?
Mostly
Water. Right, we'll still invade here. I'm sure it's going to be fine.
Just stay away from the water. It comes out the sky?
It's just Signs is a bad film. I can see why one of the Scary Movie, I think Scary Movie 3 rips the piss out of it massively.
So there was a lot of things I really did like about it, I've got to say. So the narrator, he was brilliant, the narrator. I don't know who it was. He had a great voice. I think the final monologue I didn't like. It wasn't impactful enough. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, everyone got a cold and died.
Well,
it was kind of like that's kind of how it ended. I was like, yeah, we know that.
Almost a bit to an extent. As much as we like the thing, I find the end of the thing ever so slightly disappointing because you don't feel like you're getting a valid conclusion.
No.
I know it kind of leads off to the idea of it gives you the ability to walk away and go, what happens next? I wonder. But there's a little bit of non-satisfactory feeling there. And this is exactly the same in this. And I would say, actually, with this being 1950s America and knowing how God-fearing that bloody country is.
Oh, fucking hell. We knew it from the fucking movie.
This movie is so much... It feels more like it wasn't the world coming together that did this. Oh, the churches basically did all of this. That's what it comes across at, isn't it?
It basically says
all
God
the
killed
bloody
them.
bell ringing and so on.
I've got to say, I have to disagree with you on one point with the thing. That I think the dissatisfaction of the ending of the thing is purposeful. But I don't think it's purposeful on this. I think this is just not a very good... They didn't hit the mark on the actual monologue at the end.
Yeah.
But the way that the thing ends, it's very purposely done that way.
Yeah.
Because it purposely wants you to think about it.
I'm one of these people that will watch like a crime drama. It gets to the court, and I would happily have another 15 minutes on the end of the film so I could watch what happens in court and make sure they get put away, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I like things kind of tied up at the end. I agree, the end is it's a narrative shrug. They're almost like, it's done now. And for a film that's basically centered around a physicist,
yeah,
there's fuck all science by him or kind of scientific skill by that man at all through it.
Yeah, he was odd because, I mean, his interactions with the woman were very creepy. Not like creepy as in sexually creepy, just creepy as in 1 minute he's being very serious and next minute he's looking at her like, And then there's another bit where he's like, she's like fainted or something and he's just like staring over and just like, oh, fucking roulette. Like, they just had so much of that era in it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's not as bad as the
was
Quatermass
just
experiment with
not as bad
the
as
police
that.
officer going home to his wife.
Yeah, that was quite funny at the same time. You can look back on that and actually find that funny.
Yeah.
Whereas the woman in this did nothing for
the characters
for
are
women's rights and you're not there, right? But do you know what I mean? She did nothing for women in this. She was
stereotypical standards
awful.
for the era.
Yeah. Awful. Exactly how they always paint women in it. And I keep complaining about this. And we're watching these old films and I'm going to keep complaining about it because it winds me up. It's like, no, but stop screaming.
There are some films that will do it properly, I promise you, but this is not one of them.
No, absolutely not.
And I do feel that they were very flat. There was nothing really to them. There was no true character building to them.
No.
It's almost like the film whizzed into them too much. So normally I say films do far too much story building.
Mm.
In this case, I don't feel that there was enough for their characters. It's just like, I'm a physicist, and now we're into the film. Brilliant, okay.
It was interesting watching this when I've seen the Tom Cruise one quite a few times to watch the certain plot positions which are in that one too. Like when they break into that farmer's house and just set them up a full massive dinner service for themselves with a couple of eggs each, all the china was out on the table, which I thought was very odd. And then that house kind of gets destroyed and they're kind of stuck in there. I think that's the scene that in the Tom Cruise one where he's in that wreckage of that farmhouse with his daughter and that farmer or that guy. Yeah. And they're living in that wreckage for a few days, aren't they? Yes. I think that's that scene. I think that's meant to be the same scene. And that's that whole
creepy scene where Tom Cruise is like, I want you to close your eyes now.
Yeah, because of that guy's
because
trying to get...
basically going to murder
Is
this
that guy
man.
trying to get with his daughter? Is that was the impression I always got?
That's kind of, I think, the idea that you get with it, yeah.
Yeah, which is fucking gross. It just had... Yeah, there's a lot of moments, like... I was just trying to think of... So I just really notice a lot of times just men everywhere. But what I liked... I'll tell you what I did like... Whenever they did the army scenes or any of the men talking about stuff, there wasn't really, other than the scientist himself, where he had moments of being a prick, because he was a prick.
He was a prick, yes.
There was no, like, obscene kind of masculinity to any of the army men or anything. Everyone was very polite. And everyone's like understanding who's in charge. No one was coming in and being like, I'm taking over. Like in America, you normally have the FBI and the CIA, and everyone's deciding about who's in charge. When the general come in, everyone just agreed he's in charge.
Yeah.
And it's like, fine. But then you've got a scientist coming in, you've got another guy coming in, the door, fucking swinging doors on the barracks here for the top secret stuff. But it was all very civil. And I was like, I like this. No, there's just none of that. Oh, I'm in charge. None of that bollocks. You know, she's going around with a massive tray of tea, coffee, and all those different pastries and things I thought was quite sweet. You know,
yeah,
just there's loads of little moments like that I quite liked. But the space,
the fact they nuke
they atom bombed it, didn't they? I like that was a good scene actually. How they did that. That guy on top of the fucking truck. I knew he was in for trouble, and the atom bomb goes off and he goes flying off the truck. That was quite funny.
There's a lot to like about it, and there's
all those people got blind on the hill.
Oh God,
they've all been completely blinded.
Yeah. It's very disjointed as a film, isn't it? No one seems to know what they're doing. And I know that kind of actually makes a bit of sense. Alien invasion, what the fuck do we do? It's aliens. But I'd like to think if it was now, it would just be treated as a military incursion.
Yeah.
So that's how it would fall. Whereas, yeah, like you say, the fist just runs up at points. So do this. And the army's just like, who are you? Yeah, go on, we'll do that.
Yeah.
It just, really? That's how you're going to operate?
Yeah,
That's not a good thing.
One thing I did like is after, the failed atom bomb explosion, they're like, okay, we've now got to get out of here. We've got to go to this laboratory. We've got to get all of our stuff and just clear it out. And there wasn't like a special team doing it. The scientists were doing it and getting their trucks and driving off.
Yeah.
And they didn't get away. They got mobbed and beaten the shit out of by an angry mob and lost everything.
Yeah.
And there was something about that I just thought, yeah, that's what would have happened.
Real life.
He wouldn't have got away. That's exactly probably what would have happened. Just the hysteria of it.
So the bit where they get the alien eye,
yeah,
that's quite cool. They take it back to the laboratory, don't they? And then they can see how the aliens see, which I think again that
was a cool scene. At the same time, I was like, "Fucking hell, you done well plugging that eye in." To that projector.
This is it, isn't it? And it's just like any science fiction film. I keep seeing a trailer for it, and I've got no idea what this film is. I've got a feeling it could even be fucking Aquaman. There's a bloke on the beach, and these people come out of the sea, and they've got this amazing water-powered gun, which he shoots, and it blows up a mountain in the distance. And the next thing, he's in some sort of workshop himself, and he's able to take apart this alien or other person's weapon and turn it into his own suit and stuff. It's like, how?
Yeah, I think that's Aquaman.
Tell me fucking how. Because I'm sorry, if an alien turns up here, I'm guessing they're not using 1mm, 2mm, and 3mm copper wire in their shit.
Yeah, probably not.
It really frustrates me when they do shit like that, because it's like, oh, so we're just assuming the whole galaxy has Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. By the way, also run on 240 in the Galaxy. So, America, you're screwed. I know you're at 110. You need 240. You're going to need an inverter.
I've going to look at some of my notes here. So I called the alien the no-necked meaty blob.
Oh, I quite liked the alien. I love the bit where his hand just goes plop on her
Which is
shoulder.
so stupid. And she's like,
And then he tries to talk, and it's like,
my eyes!
yeah. Ooh, my eyes. That's what they said. British met the Martians magnificently, is what they said on the little voiceover bit. So I want to talk about the spaceships. There was no tripods in this. So it was weird floating ships with the penises coming out.
And this
them.
is the big difficulty, isn't it? Because obviously in the H.G. Wells story, they are the tripods. That's what makes them so terrifying. And that's what they did so well in The War of the Worlds for the Tom Cruise film. You actually felt quite terrified by their creation.
Yeah.
They were big, they were loud, they did that weird siren noise, which was... I don't know if you've ever come... You know that there's this whole... I don't think it might be called creepypasta. There's all that weird stuff on YouTube, and there's things like the Slender Man came from it. There's Siren Head.
Yeah.
And I've watched a few of them, and as cheesy as they are terrifying. And it's the sound. Good sound design will trump anything. And I'm just trying to think of the film that it was now. It's fairly recent. It was a weird sci-fi film, which we should probably watch at some point. Oh, it's by the bloke that did the film called Get Out, and I can't think...
Oh, it's called Up, is the film you're talking about. No, so I know what it's called Up, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, I haven't watched it yet, so don't spoil it for me, because I really want to watch
if you'd like to borrow it.
I really want to watch it. We just haven't got to it yet.
Nope.
What am I saying? Up. Yeah, it's got
that's
balloons.
Pixar.
That's Pixar. Probably just as fucked up.
No, it's called Nope, and I can tell you now, when you watch it, if you can, make sure you've got the volume up or you're both wearing headphones, because the sound design... I was in the cinema and I felt so uneasy. It was horrible.
Yeah, but that guy, he's from that comedy duo. What's his name? Jordan Peele? What do I call his name? Who's the guy?
Yeah, Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, yeah, because he did Get Out, done Nope, he's done another one. All of his films I've really, really liked. Everyone has been a hit. They've all been fucked up. He does great horrors.
Yeah, he's done Us.
Us, that's it. Yeah, that's really fucked up. Us. Yeah, so just get back to War of the Worlds. I can say how long we went to 25 minutes. In conclusion, so the spaceships, I really wish they had the tripods, because there was a few points where I was like, oh, these ships are going to turn into the tripods. Because there was right at the beginning, they come up and he's going on about, oh, they're using the changing the magnetic pulse. And I thought, oh, then they must be repelling themselves against the thing that's still underground. And actually, it had you actually see the graphic they were using was 3 lines.
Yes.
I was like, oh, maybe this is it's going to come out. Maybe this is just a bit floating above, and it's going to come out and connect to it and go start walking around. And it would have been wicked.
I guess the argument is that if you had done it with tripods in this era, the only way they could have done tripods would have been stop motion.
Yeah, it would be claymation stuff, wouldn't it?
Which, well, it's not even claymation, it would have just been stop motion. So they could have had a beautiful made model like they did, but they would have had to have 3 articulated legs, and any time you see them, it would have been, and the animation for it, and I can guarantee they wouldn't have got anywhere near, let's say, 24 frames per second, let alone 30 frames or 60 frames, whatever they did film it in.
Yeah.
So a bit like, have you ever seen the original Jason and the Argonauts?
Yeah,
As clever and amazing as a film that is, especially with the skeletons and stuff like that.
It's the best scene.
It's still, you can tell, it's completely in a different standard, because there's so few frames of animation being used, and I think that would have broken it. Whereas with it being the spaceship, the effects is actually really good, and I'm guessing that's because they filmed them on wires, and they could just film
it. They absolutely were on wires.
Going at normal speed, which meant actually it fit much better in with changing between people and the ships themselves. So I kind of see why they did it. Going with the tripod design would have been a lot more work, and it wouldn't have looked as good. It just, it's so far from the story that you do have to question why they did that, though.
Yeah, it's definitely is wise. I brought it on YouTube, and it was quite a high quality version of it, and you could straight up see the wires. So that's exactly how they were doing it. You could just see the cables in every single shot. You could see them hanging from them. But yeah, I've got to say, if I'm going to give it some kind of conclusion, I think that of all the War of the Worlds things I've seen, and I've seen a lot, and I've listened to the book, it's my least favourite. I think were I watching films in 1953, I probably would have enjoyed it. I can see how it would have been enjoyable.
Early world of sci-fi, this is all you had. But when you look at what we have now and the rich tapestry and variety that's available, it doesn't stand up so well. So unless you're happy to watch something and with the appreciation that it's old and one of the first of its type, there is definitely better out there.
I think what let this film down was probably the writing, the adaptation of the book to film in this particular instance, I think is what let it down. Particularly, the pacing was very odd. They really liked having long, drawn-out conversations.
I was going to say, but that seems to be a very 50s thing.
Yeah.
It's like kind of, we've just moved away from silent cinema. Not just, but we've moved away from silent. We've now got colour. And it's almost like people want a drama on screen, don't they? So whereas sometimes we're happy with a 10-minute scene being 4 or 5 sentences spoken and the rest being action or something happening, then it felt like, no, we have to have talking because people aren't going to be happy with just a screen of something happening on it.
The thing is, I love Tarantino films. There's a lot of talking in Tarantino films. And so it's not that I don't like that, but I just think that when there is talking, make it worth it.
Yeah, and let's not forget, this is the era that you have a man and a woman talking, there's a good chance a man's going to shut up, woman, and do what you're told, is going to come into it at some point.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's almost always that sentiment, isn't it? And that makes it very difficult to really kind of appreciate what you're trying to get on when we've moved away from that.
Yeah.
You're right with the pacing. I think with the pacing, the beginning felt okay. The end felt a bit rushed, like you said, with the germ warfare, kind of shrug your shoulders and it's done. The middle bit really was just talk, hide, move, destruction, repeat.
Speaking of the moving, when he gets in that fucking aeroplane, suddenly he kind of knows how to take it off and then instantly crashes in front of another alien. I was like, come on. But yeah, okay, I think I've had enough talking about it, to be honest.
I enjoy it. It's one of those films that it's never going to go away. It's a real intro to sci-fi. It did its best for the era. There is better stuff out there. Dare I say, the Tom Cruise one is better.
I preferred Quatermass Experiment if I'm going to be rating these two older films.
It's a better story.
Well, the Quatermass Experiment? Yeah. That's it. Goodbye. Goodbye to this section.
Transfer complete.
We talked about a sci-fi film!
No, sci-fi! Okay, so firstly, I'm just going to have a quick apology to James because I promised him some mugwatch in this episode.
Oh shit, we did,
but
didn't
because I shouldn't be the one apologising, James. I'm not the one who didn't watch the second episode of Strange New Worlds. Please watch the second episode of Strange New Worlds so I can supply the promised mugwatch to the people.
That's what I'm going to say.
Because there's some wonderful mugwatch.
I promise I will absolutely watch that.
So
I will.
That's the first bit to do. And then
Starfleet Honor.
Speaking of Starfleet, fucking hell, that trailer.
Oh,
oh, fighter! If anybody wants to have a bad day, go and watch the Starfleet trailer, whatever it is. What's it called?
Starfleet Academy.
Yeah, watch the trailer for that. Fucking hell! Fucking looks so shit. It's everyone who listens to the show knows how I feel about Discovery. Unfortunately, I've got a feeling when Discovery went to being good in season 4 and 5, it's probably because the writers moved off of Discovery and by the look of it went to fucking write this piece of
Whoa,
shit.
jeez.
Because it's got all the hallmarks of Discovery 1 to 3 all over it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, one of the comments made me laugh I saw online earlier. I'm so glad we've got Klingons that look like Klingons again. So I went back and watched the trailer. Yes, we have a Klingon who vaguely looks like a TNG Klingon. However, he sat in a window looking up the stars, missing his home world. Yes, because that's what Klingons do. They sit in the window, go, so for fuck's sake, can't you get anything right?
And this is meant to be set in a time where
I don't know
the
when it's going to be
Klingons
set.
don't fucking look like that.
Well, I mean, there's lots of so many arguments. It's the Marvel. I know what I'm talking about, and you are
it's
wrong.
these people again.
You're wrong. Okay.
Rolf Harris is going to appear. Hi, Rolf.
Guess what it is? Yeah, he's shit. So many arguments out there. Well, yes, but it's well known that the Klingons did huge amounts of genetic changes to their own race, which is why they changed from white people in the original series and became shit-covered head ridges in the TNG in the classic films. And that's why they look so different in Discovery, because actually they're all the same Klingon. It's just different ones that you've come across based on their genetic breeding.
Why can't they just admit
up,
it was
love.
budget, which is what it was?
You got given a budget, and Alexei Sayle did this amazing... If anyone remembers Alexei Sayle, the comedian, I'll show you it later.
Yeah.
He does a Star Trek piss take.
Okay.
And he's Picard.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks in, and you've got the bloke dressed up as Worf. And he goes, Mr. Worf, did you know it looks like you've put your head in a bucket of shit? And he looks at the result. It does look like that. Why did no one tell us? It's just absolutely brilliant. It's basically, if you wanted to do cheap cosplay, go and buy a Mars bar and stick it on your forehead.
Yeah.
You're Mr. Worf.
But our point is, go ruin your day or your evening by watching that trailer. It's not,
also,
in our opinion, it's not very good.
I'm sorry, I need to make notes before this show, you know. I have seen one more sci-fi thing.
Oh, fucking hell, we're well
I
past
know.
that. Go on, what is
The
it?
Wild Robot.
Oh, yeah, of course you have.
You
yeah.
have to watch it because, oh my, I was nearly sobbing at the end. Literally, I turned my face away from my family because I thought they cannot see me sobbing nearly. I was nearly gone at the end of that film. And there are just so many fucking wonderful bits in it. You have to watch it and then tell me what you think of it.
Okay, I'll find some time to watch it. Yeah.
It's like an 8-point crying. It's brilliant.
8-point crying. Oh yeah, so next episode is War of the Worlds, Tom Cruise.
Little Tommy Cruise.
2005, Little Tommy Cruise.
Command functions are offline.
Well, this was all over the place, this episode. It was absolutely all over the place.
Tangents!
I don't know how this is going to come out to somebody listening to it, but I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
This has been the Untitled Sci-Fi Show. We are part of Studio Channel 84 Network, along with the Variety Show, which is you and I as well.
It is.
Which is the alternate Mondays from when this appears. We are Lightly Used with Karen and Adam. We are Who Takes the Socks Off with Simon and Ross. All can be found all over the place, but you can email us on podcasts at channel84.co.uk or us individually at Rob or TJ at that same email address. You can find us and all of the Studio Channel 84 shows on www.channel84.co.uk.
We're also Land Before Prime. New show. Go and look it up.
Yes, Land Before Prime.
I forget it as well.
Yeah, where we review... I haven't done any yet. We had 5-minute reviews with spoilers of films that are not available on streaming services, only on DVD.
Cinema or old media?
Cinema or DVD. Or VHS, or Blu-ray, or minidisc, or UMD if you've got your
UMD
PSP
review of
with you.
Predator.
Yeah. That's it. I think that's everything. Have I missed anything?
No, I think that's good.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Love you.
There will be, I guess the intro, you'd have heard it. There is one at the start of this. I can't remember what it is. I think it might. You know what? Let's look at it right now because I have made notes on it. So let's find out if it was a special one or not. What do we reckon? Is it a special one? Let's go all the way down here. Oh, yeah. This was meant to be the one. I was meant to do this one before we went away. This is a connection. This is a special one because I made a connection too. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 things.
Okay.
So there's 6 science fiction related things in that intro, and then you need to find the connection between all 6.
Oh, I like it. Like the pub quiz days.
So this is it's an easy one. The connection's easy for the first time I'm doing it, because that's what I did with Guess the Intro. The first few Guess the Intros are easy, and then after that I'm going to make them difficult. So I'll do more connection ones, but they will be difficult and obscure.
No, that's cool. I like it.
But for now, the first one, I think it's going to be easy to get probably all of them, and also easy to guess the connection.
Awesome.
But yeah, just testing the water with it.
Nice. I like it.
That's
Bye.
it. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Untitled Sci-Fi Show. This station is now shutting down and will be back in 2 weeks. May the Force live long and prosper inside of you. This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.